Hello there, this is Doisa, and welcome to Cap'n Fix Budget. Hello there, Happy New Year. So, today I'm really excited to get into cash stuffing because it's a brand new year. Parang refreshing lang, diba? So, before we even start cash stuffing, we need to figure out how to allocate my income for this month. So, set aside muna natin to. And to plan our budget for this month, I have this trusty calculator, this A4 size budget planner. So, yan, may mga naka-categories na yan. So, we'll get to that in detail a little later. And my trusty pen. So, gusto ko tong sa DIY na gel pen. Ayaw mag-focus basta sa Mr. DIY to. Maganda siya isulat. So, ito yung budget planner natin in A4 size. Hindi ko talaga ng A4 size kasi when I'm calculating, gusto ko kasi yung malaki yung space. So, I opted for this size. Sa lahat, we have our sources of income. And pag ganyan kasi yung orientation nito, from left to right, down, left to right, down, left to right. Then, ito na yung pinaka-summary. So, ginawa kong left to right kasi basically, kung nagsusulat naman tayo, we always write left to right. So, it just makes sense in my head, basically. So, for sources of income, I have my shop. So, lagay ko dito. That's my bread and butter talaga. So, for this month, dapat ko pala ilagay yung month para alam natin kung para saan to. So, this is for January 2025. Would you believe that? 2025 na tayo. So, in our sources of income, I have my shop. And ang total is 10,200. And since wala na akong ibang sources of income for the meantime, yan lang yung line na lalagyan ko, and then I'll rewrite that here sa total. So, we have a total of 10,200 pesos. So, next naman is here sa debt payment. Sa debt payment, I have a lot, but I'm focusing muna dito sa isa until such time na matapos ko na, and I'll proceed to more. So, debt payment, I allocated 1,000 and 280. So, every 50th of the month ko siya babayaran. So, I have a total of 1,280 pesos. Sana makita nyo. And then, sa fixed expenses naman, para sa akin kasi yung fixed expenses, mostly talaga yung utilities kasi hindi talaga siya pwedeng skip. Di rin siya pwedeng, alam mo yung pababain yung mga utilities. Every month talaga, recurring talaga siya. So, mostly ang nilalagay ko sa mga fixed expenses, yung mga recurring bills. So, first na bill ko talagang binabayaran every month is yung Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is 700 pesos. Next naman is yung electricity. Before I proceed pala sa electricity, yung Wi-Fi kasi, we have fiber connection, and we pay 1,699 na monthly plan, but magiging 700 siya na payment ko kasi half kami ng payment ng sister ko. So next is yung electricity. Ito naman is half din kami ng siblings ko tapos yung mama ko. So it would be 2,000 every month for me. So laundry, ito necessary talaga to for me kasi hindi na talaga ako makakapaglaba kasi always gahol sa oras. That I don't know if the term is correct. So gahol sa oras, so might as well yung i-delegate siya na task sa iba. So ito rin, we also divide this among us. So in a month, twice a month kaming nagpapa-laundry. So 400 siya in a month, pero twice siya and every month. Ang gulo na. So 200 per laundry. So ayan. And then nilalagay ko rin dito yung sa business kasi necessary talaga na may budget din ako sa business, hindi lang puro labas yung pera. This is mainly to restock on some items na needed, or siguro if I needed something na mga gadgets, and hopefully talaga mas lumaki pa yung income ko so that I'd be able to have my own business sinking fund para sa mga bigger purchases like mga machines or machine replacement or repair, mga ganun yung mga big items na. But itong allocation na 1,000 pesos is mainly for stocks, mga restocks. So compute natin. So we have 700, next is 2,000, another is 400, and 1,000, a total of 4,000 and 100. So yan yung pinaka fixed expenses ko. So yung variable, this variable expenses, kino-consider ko siyang variable in a way na nag-iiba-iba yung amount. And ever since naman tong mga variable expenses ko, consistent naman sila din na mga categories per se. So una dito is yung personal allowance ko. And yung personal is mostly ginagamit ko siya sa anong tawag dito, money and pedi, kasi yung nails ko is ingrown, so necessary talaga siya na magpa-cleaning ako every month. And then food, this is mainly yung mga eat outs, mga dine outs, ganun. And yung next is groceries. So sa groceries, mainly ito yung mga delata, mga gulay, ganun. And I allocate 1,000 for it. Alam ko medyo maliit lang talaga yung mga budget ko for this food and groceries kasi I live with my parents then, and nandito rin yung mga siblings ko. Lahat kami single and no kids. So basically nag-chip in kami sa mga gastusin sa bahay. So I know maliit lang talaga yung allocation ko, but yan lang yung meron ako for now. So hopefully I'll be able to add more. So next is toiletries. This is more on mga sabon, mga shampoo, mga basics lang talaga. So I allocate 820 for it. So let's add 500 plus 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 820 pa sinasabi ko 200. So it's a total of 3,000 and 320. Okay. Next is sa sinking fund naman tayo. So sa sinking fund, may sinasalihan akong sinking fund sa school ni mama before. And this is just added savings kasi nadidiscipline kasi ako monthly to allocate this certain amount. And hindi siya pwedeng skip kasi alam mo yun, parang I am accountable to another person to pay for this. So talagang i-allocate ko siya no matter what. So it builds some kind of discipline in me. Ewan ko lang, yun lang talaga yung naiisip ko. So ang agreement namin dito kasi technically yung mama ko yung naka-name dito sa sinking fund na to, but we just have slots kumbaga. So ang slot is per 1,000 every month. So isang slot lang yung kinuha ko para hindi rin siya masyadong mabigat monthly because I have other priorities, especially yung business. So 1,000 muna yung pinaka-realistic as of the moment. So so next we have the savings challenges. Ang pinaka savings challenges ko talaga na fino-focus now is yung 52 weeks. 52 weeks. And technically mga 4 in a month may 4 weeks, but meron kasing mga month na may 5 weeks. So nilalagay ko na lang 500 per week. So ayan. 500 pesos. So ayan. So 1,000 ba naman? So sa 500 every month, it's 100 per week. So 100 times 52, it's 5,200 at the end of the year. It's for some it may not be that much, but I'm just building the discipline to have a allocation for savings like this. So it's better to start small than nothing at all. So ayan na. So na-fill out na natin yung budget plan natin from our income to the different categories. So sunod naman is we have to summarize it all. So dito, first is debt payment. So dyan yan kinukuha. So we will have 1,280. Next naman is fixed expenses. So dito yan sa total 4,100. Next is variable. We have 3,320. Next sinking fund is 1,000. Savings challenges is ito 500. So we have 1,280 plus 4,100 plus 3,320 plus 1,000 plus 500. So we have a total of 10,000 and 10,200. So ito income, yan ang total ng income natin. Naka-minus yan. 10,200. So we have 0. because we are following a zero-based budget. So, ayan. And we already allocated our income for January 2025. So, ayan. Hopefully, for the following months, mag-increase pa yung income natin para mas more categories pa or mas more allowance tayong malalagay in every category. So, ayan. So, ito palang A4 budget planner natin is available on the shop, and I'll try to put a link in the description box and also sa comment section para ma-check nyo rin if you want this kind na planner. So, ayan. Ganito pala siya. Kasi, ginawa ko siyang ganito kasi lagi akong nagkakamali, and pag nagkamali ako, I tend to really start anew. Buti nga ngayon, hindi ako nagkamali in writing. So, ayan. May option siya na i-fill mo. So, that's it for our January 2025 budget with me, and see you on the next vlog while we cash off this budget that we have planned.